Today's thought is, if you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find excuses. Good morning, students. Welcome back. I hope all of you are safe and fit at home, studying well and completing your work on time. This video is for the students of class 8, subject English, and today we are going to cover one chapter of our supplementary reader, that is It So Happened book. This is our chapter number 6 and the name of the chapter is The Fight. This is my lecture number 1 of the same chapter. This chapter is taken from It So Happened book. Students, we shall cover this chapter in 2 lectures. And in today's video, we are going to read about the author, main objectives, key points and detailed explanation of part 1 of this story. After then we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 2 of chapter 15, that is the preposition. Dear students, before start reading the chapter in detail, let me tell you about the author first. Ruskin Bond was born on 19th May 1934 at Kasauli, Punjab States Agency in British India. He was famous author and poet. His notable works are Our Trees Still Grow in Dhara, A Flight of Peasants and The Blue Umbrella, etc. He was awarded by Satya Academy Award in 1992, Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. That's all about the author. Now let us see what are the main objectives of this chapter. Number 1 is to make the students more nature friendly, freedom friendly, that is taking responsibilities of their own, and music friendly. Number 2 is to make the students too familiar with the stories outside the country. Number 3 is to inculcate the habit of reading among the students. Number 4 is to illustrate the importance and meaning of freedom and its value in the life. Number 5 is to encourage the students to think critically. Number 6 is to understand the importance of freedom and how it is linked to the development of the talents. Number 7 is to know the importance of music, value of freedom, beauty of nature that forms and shapes the character of a good human being. So these were the main objectives of the chapter. So first of all, let us see what are the main key points of the chapter. Ranji had come to Rajpur only recently. He had not yet made any friend there. The water in the pool was clear. It came there from a cluster of rocks. Ranji got into water. He knew swimming. He had so far known only the muddy pools of Rajputana desert. He enjoyed a lot in the coolness of the water. He met a boy. The boy asked Ranji why he was there. Ranji wanted to be friendly. They had fight between them. Then the boy had an inspiration. He proposed to continue fighting next day. Ranji agreed. Then they left the forest by different routes. So these were the main key points of the chapter. So now let's see the introduction of the chapter. What is there in the chapter? Let's see in brief. The lesson, The Fight by Ruskin Bond, tells us a tale about two boys who fight in the beginning regarding who owns the possession of the pool in the forest. Once they get tired and exhausted, they decide to continue their fight the next day. The following day, both of them somehow end up becoming great friends who are willing to help each other in learning and becoming a better version of themselves. So, this was a short, brief, you can say, introduction of the chapter. Dear students, this chapter is divided into two parts. So today in this video, I am going to explain you the complete summary or story of part 1. So now let us see what was happened with Ranji and how he was discovered a pool in the forest and plunges into it for a swim. Ranji had been less than a month in Rajpur when he discovered the pool in the forest. It was hot, very hot at that time of the year. It was the height of summer and Ranji's school had not yet opened. Means it had not even been a month since Ranji came to Rajpur and he had already discovered the pool that was there in the forest. Summer was at its peak and the schools were still closed. And having as yet made no friends in the semi-hill station, he wandered. Wandered means walk or move in a leisurely or aimless way, about a good deal by himself into the hills and forests that stretched away interminably. Interminably means endlessly way or endless on all sides of town. Means Ranji hadn't made any friends in the semi-hill station, so he used to roam around alone in the hills and the forests that extended endlessly on all sides of the town. It was hot, very hot at that time of the year, and Ranji walked about in his vest and shorts, his brown feet white with the chalky dust that flew up from the ground. The earth was parched. Parched means hot and dry. The grass brown, the trees listless means lacking energy, hardly stirring, waiting for a cool wind or a refreshing shower of rain. Means it was extremely hot at that time of the year, which is why Ranji went out in his vest and shorts. As he walked on the ground, his brown feet turned white with the chalky dust that flew from the ground. The earth had dried or died or dried out with the heat. The grass had turned brown and the trees were spiritless as they waited for a chilly wind and a rain shower that would revive them. It was on such a day, a hot, tired day, that Ranji found or discovered the pool in the forest. Means on such hot and tiring day, Ranji discovered the pool in the forest. The water had a gentle translucency, means clarity or possible to see through, and you could see the smooth round pebbles. Pebbles means small stones at the bottom of the pool. Means the water was so clear that one could see the bottom of the pool covered with small round pebbles. A small stream emerged. Emerged means move out of something. From a cluster. Cluster means a group of similar things placed closely together of rocks to feed the pool during the monsoon. This stream would be a great gushing. Gushing means extremely enthusiastic. Torrent means rushing stream of water. Cascading means coming down like a waterfall, down from the hills during monsoon. Means the pool got its water from a small stream that was coming from the cluster of rocks. In the monsoon season, the same stream of water used to become unstoppable as it come down from the hills like a waterfall. But during the summer, it was barely a trickle. Trickle means weak or thin flow of water. The rocks, however, held the water in the pool, and it did not dry up like the pools in the plains. Means, but during the summer season, it was just a thin flow of water. Despite the reduced flow of water in the stream in the summer season, the rocks didn't let the pool dry up, means like it happens in the plains, by holding the water in it. When Ranji saw the pool, he did not hesitate to get into it. He had never seen a clean pool like this, so cold and so inviting. Means, upon seeing the pool, Ranji didn't think twice before getting into it. He had often gone swimming alone or with friends when he had lived with his parents in a thirsty town in the middle of Rajputana desert. There he had known only sticky, muddy pools where buffaloes wallowed and women washed clothes. Wallowed means rolled about in mud or dirty water. Means he knew how to swim as he used to go swimming with his friends or sometimes even alone, where he lived earlier with his parents. It was a thirsty town in the center of the Rajputana desert. Back there, he had only seen sticky pools that were filled with mud. Buffaloes used to roll themselves in it, whereas women washed clothes. He had never seen a pool like this, so clean, cold, and inviting. He leapt, leapt means jumped, into the water. His limbs were supple. Supple means bending and moving easily and gracefully or flexible, free of any fat, and his dark body glistened. Glistened means shine with a sparkling light in patches of sunlit water. The next day he came again to quench. Quench means cool his body in the cool waters of the forest pool. Means it was the first time that he had seen a pool so clean, cool, and attractive. Thus, he jumped into the water. He was loose-limbed and flexible. He did not have any extra fat on his body, and as he swam in the pool, his brown body glowed in the sunlit water. The next day he came again to quench his body in the cool waters of the forest pool. He was there for almost an hour, sliding in and out of the limpid green water. Limpid means completely clear and transparent, or lying stretched out on the smooth yellow rocks in the shade of broad-leaved sal or sal trees. Sal or sal trees means a North Indian tree that yields hard durable timber. Means for almost an hour he moved smoothly in and out of the clear green water and stretched himself out on the smooth yellow rocks that were under the shade of the broad-leaved sal trees. It was while he lay thus that he noticed another boy standing a little distance away, staring at him in a rather hostile manner. Hostile means showing dislike or unfriendly. Means as he was relaxing on the rock, his attention was caught by a boy standing at some distance. As his gaze was fixed upon Ranji in an unfriendly manner. The other boy was little older than Ranji, taller, thick-set. Thick-set means solidly built, with a broad nose and thick red lips. He had only just noticed Ranji, and when Ranji did not say anything, the other called out, "What are you doing here, mister?" Ranji, who was prepared to be friendly, was taken aback. Taken aback means surprised at the hostility. Hostility means ill will of the other's tone. Means he seemed a little older than Ranji. He had quite a solidly built body and a wide nose with bulky red lips. He had also seen Ranji only then, and upon not hearing anything from his side, the boy spoke up and asked Ranji what he was doing there. Ranji, on the other hand, was expecting to make a new friend, but he was quite surprised by the bitterness of the other boy. "I am swimming," he replied. "Why don't you join me?" "I always swim alone," said the other. "This is my pool. I don't invite you here." Means Ranji replied and told him that he was swimming. He further extended the boy an offer to join him. The boy rudely told him that he always swam alone in the pool that he claimed to own. He told Ranji that he had come here uninvited. The stranger strode up to Ranji. Strode, it is a past of stride, means walk with long, decisive steps in a specified direction. Who still sat on the rock and planting his broad feet firmly on the sand, said, as though this would settle the matter once and for all, "Don't you know I am a warrior? I don't like replies from villagers like you." Means the stranger boy marched towards Ranji, who was still resting on the rock. Upon reaching where Ranji sat, he thumped his broad feet on the ground, and in order to settle the matter, for once and for all, he told Ranji that he was a warrior who didn't listen to villagers like him. "So you like to fight with villagers?" said Ranji. "Well, I am not a villager, I am a fighter. I am a warrior, I am a fighter." Means in response to his unfriendly and rude remark, Ranji asked him if he liked fighting with villagers. Instead, he also clarified that he is not a villager but a fighter. Instead, "I am a warrior," said the stranger. "I am a fighter," said Ranji. They had reached an impasse. Impasse means, it is also pronounced impasse, that is deadlock, place or position from which there is no way out. One had said he was a warrior. The other had proclaimed. Proclaimed means announce officially, make something clear. Himself a fighter. There was a little else that could be said. Means they both found themselves at no conclusion from where no progress seemed possible. They continued making it clear to each other that one was a fighter and the other was a warrior. They were left with nothing much to say. "You understand that I am a warrior," said the stranger, feeling that perhaps this information had not penetrated. Penetrated means go through into Ranji's head. I have heard you say it 3 times, replied Ranji. Then why are you not running away? I am waiting for you to run away. Means the stranger kept on repeating that he was a warrior, as if he had not already made it clear enough for Ranji. Ranji replied that he has heard him say that thrice. The stranger then asks him why he is not running away. Ranji responded that he had been waiting for him to run away instead. I will have to beat you, said the stranger, assuming a violent attitude, showing Ranji the palm of his hand. I am waiting to see you do it, said Ranji. You will see me do it, said the other boy. Means, in an aggressive tone, the stranger, as he showed Ranji the palm of his hands, told him that he will have to beat him up. Ranjit did not step back and told him that he was waiting for that moment. The other boy warned him that he would rather see him do it. Ranji waited. The other boy made a strange hissing sound. Hissing means to make a long S sound. They stared each other in the eye for almost a minute. Means Ranji held back and waited for the other boy to act. The stranger, however, made a weird hissing sound to try and scare Ranji. Both of them looked into each other's eyes for nearly a minute. Then the warrior slapped Ranji across the face with all the force he could muster. Muster means use, collect, or gather. Ranji staggered. Staggered means felt weak or unsteady due to the blow. Feeling quite dizzy. Dizzy means having or involving a sensation of spinning around and losing one's balance. There were thick red finger marks on his cheek. Means the warrior initiated the fight by collecting all its strength into slapping Ranji on his face. Feeling unsteady, Ranji almost lost his balance and felt a sensation that he was spinning around. As a result of the slap, thick red finger marks formed on Ranji's cheeks. Here you are, exclaimed his assailant. Assailant means the person who attacks or enemy. Will you be off now? For answer, Ranji swung his arm up and pushed a hard bony. Bony means of a person or part of the body so thin that the bones can be seen. Fist into the other's face. Means the other boy asked Ranji if he would leave now. As a reply, Ranji raised his arms up to punch him in the face with his strong bony fist. Then they were at each other's throats. Swaying. Swaying means moving from side to side on the rock. Tumbling. Tumbling means fall suddenly, clumsily, or headlong on the sand, rolling over and over. Means the next moment we know both of them were in a fight. Swinging on the rock, following clumsily on the sand, and rolling over each other. Their legs and arms locked in a desperate violent struggle, gasping and cursing, clawing and slapping, they rolled into the shallows of the pool. Gasping means catch one's breath with an open mouth. Clawing means scratching. Even in the water, the fight continued as spluttering. Spluttering means speaking quickly and covered with mud. They groped for each other's head and throat. Means their arms and legs were locked against each other in a desperate and brutal wrestle. They were breathing heavily, uttering offensive words, scratching and slapping each other till they landed themselves into the shallow depths of the pool. Once they landed themselves in the pool, the fight didn't stop. The fight continued by throwing mud at each other, so much so that they both ended up getting themselves covered in mud. They held each other's head and throat. 5 minutes of frenzied. Frenzied means violent, unscientific struggle. Neither or neither boy had emerged victorious. Their body heaving. Heaving means produce a sigh. With exhaustion. Exhaustion means tiredness or fatigue. They stood back from other, making tremendous. Tremendous means great effort to speak. Now, now, do you realize I am a warrior? Gasped the stranger. Do you know I am a fighter? Said Ranji with difficulty. Means, after 5 minutes of violent and illogical wrestling, none of them won. However, they were breathing heavily and were exhausted. They took their hands off each other and made a lot of efforts to speak while they were on a break and as they breathed heavily. The stranger asked Ranji if he agreed that he was a warrior. Ranji asked the stranger while struggling with his breath if he had made it clear to him that he was a fighter. They gave a moment's consideration to each other's answer, and in that moment of silence there was only their heavy breathing and the rapid beating of their hearts. Then, you will not leave the pool, said the warrior. I will not leave it, said Ranji. Then we shall have to continue the fight, said the other. All right, said Ranji, but neither or neither boy moved. Neither or neither took the initiative. Means they took a moment to think upon what both of them had been saying, and during that moment there was a lot of heavy breathing and speeding heartbeats. The warrior means stranger asked if the fighter means Ranji would give up on the pool. The fighter said he would not. The warrior believed that they still needed to fight to be able to come to a conclusion. The fighter agreed, but none of them took any action. They stood in their respective places. Had an inspiration, we will continue the fight tomorrow. He said, if you dare to come here again tomorrow, we will continue this fight. And I will not show you mercy as I have done today. I will come tomorrow, said Ranji. I will be ready for you. They turned from each other and going to their respective rocks, put on their clothes and left the forest by different routes. Means, at that moment, the warrior got an idea that they should resume fighting tomorrow. He further warned Ranji that if he dared to come to the pool again the next day, they would have to fight again. And he would not show any leniency, as he did that day. Ranji replied that he would see him the next day, all prepared to fight. They turned away from each other and went to the rocks to wear their clothes, and they both went out of the forest into their respective directions. So this was the story of part 1. Dear students, you have to complete your homework on the basis of the chapter explained by me. And your homework is read chapter 6, that is the fight, and write word meanings mentioned in the video. Based on the understanding of the chapter, write the answers of the questions mentioned in the book It So Happened As. Page number 49, Comprehension Check, question number 1 to 4. You have to complete these question answers in your English Fair notebook by following the correct format. Now let us see questions of comprehension check, which is on page number 49. Question number 1 is, in what way is the forest pool different from the one which Ranji knew in the Rajputana desert? Question number 2 is, the other boy asked Ranji to explain himself. Part 1 is, what did he expect Ranji to say? Part 2 is, was he, in your opinion, right or wrong to ask this question? Question number 3 is, between Ranji and the other boy who is trying to start a quarrel, give a reason for your answer. Question number 4 is, then we will have to continue the fight, said the other. Part 1, what made him say that? Part 2, did the fight continue? If not, why not? Now in this video, we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 2 of chapter 15, that is the preposition. Students, I have already explained you definition and types of preposition in our previous video and objectives used to a prepositions. As I have given you homework which was to be done by you on the basis of your understanding, and your homework was revise chapter 15, that is the preposition from the book or video, and based on the understanding of the chapter or topic, do exercises mentioned in the book PC Wren's Grammar as. Page number 84 and 85, exercise number 3. Page number 87, exercise number 4. So let us see exercise number 3 in detail. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions. Number 1 is, the dog ran dash the road. Answer is along. Number 2 is, the river flows dash the bridge. Answer is under. Number 3 is, he goes dash church dash Sunday. Answer is to and on. Number 4 is, the burglar jumped dash the compound wall. Answer is over. Number 5 is, I will sit dash my desk to do my lesson. Answer is at. Number 6 is, oh God, keep me dash sin. Answer is for or from. Number 7 is, I bought it dash rupees 45. Answer is for. Number 8 is, the exercise was written dash me dash a Parker pen. Answer is by and with. Number 9 is, it is 10 o'clock dash my watch. Answer is by. Number 10 is, there is nothing new dash the sun. Answer is under. So now let us discuss exercise number 4 in detail. Fill in the blanks with appropriate prepositions. Number 1 is, I will see you dash 8:30 dash Sunday morning. Answer is at and on. Number 2 is, we intend to go dash Nagpur dash the weekend. Answer is to and at or on. Number 3 is, we leave dash 95 Netaji Street. Answer is at. Number 4 is, I would like to go dash bus. Answer is by. I will go dash the 7:30 bus. Answer is on. Number 5th is our plane stopped dash Mumbai dash the way Iran. Answer is at and on. Number 6 is I hope to reach the station dash an hour at the outside. Answer is in. Number 7 is the child has been missing dash yesterday. Answer is since. Number 8 is the train is dash 3 p.m. Answer is at. Number 9 is he rushed dash my room panting for breath. Answer is into. Number 10 is the express departs dash 3 p.m. dash Delhi. Answer is at and for. Number 11th is an old feud existed dash the two families. Answer is between. Number 12th is human sacrifices were practiced dash certain tribes. Answer is by. Number 13th is I received his message dash 8 o'clock dash the morning. Answer is at and in. Number 14th is dash last month I have seen him only once. Answer is since. Number 15th is dash rice they had curry. Answer is besides. Number 16th is he has spent his life dash Kolkata. Answer is in. So that's all for today. This is the end of the lecture. Students, if you like our videos, please hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.